First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On second down now, it's Gibson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Out of the gun now on third down. Flush to his right.
They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be second and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the pass.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen.
Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
From the 5 now, second and a yard.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here's second and a yard.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Antonio Gibson.
His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Is no good.
Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. From midfield, here's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. On second down, it's Gibson, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a
good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 38-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 3. And
working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. From the gun, they run with Michel. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
On the carry for Buffalo.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, And that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. From the gun, it's Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Now Allen again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Sony Michel there to make the grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Bills 7, Ravens 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Allen eluding the pressure right. He hits Beasley right side. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Left side caught by Diggs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Allen to throw once more. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds. And they will run it with Michel. And he stopped immediately there.
Sony Michel, the ball carrier. Brought down just shy of the goal line. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterback. His pass intended for T.J. Hawkinson. Incomplete.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Fromm.
Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Gabriel
Davis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
14. Ravens 6.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start the second half with Michel on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Michel, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
15. And the Bills first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Allen's throw is complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On first down, Michel. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 more there and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen. And
time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Ball carrier.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. He'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll run it. This is Michel. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. They'll roll him out right. And his throw here is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. 14.
And that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores.
First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals are going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice gain. Got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's brought down by
the last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Bills' 34-yard line.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down at the 28. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
2-yard line.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay there to make the grab. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. They'll try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen escaping the pressure right. He's got it complete to Diggs right side.
Come on, let's go.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. He'll find Gabriel Davis.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Sk8r. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he's taken down inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Slant pass to Boyd. 7 yards the pick up there.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Oliver made the tackle. A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Baltimore, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns.